What's up guys, this is Mike at MKS. Today we're going to talk about welding on the K-Sport coilovers because I get a lot of questions on these and people are confused where you weld them. So this is a front coilover. So the first thing you're going to do when you take these out of the box is take this part off. It just threads off. So you'll take that off, you'll mark it about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. And that's where you're going to drill your hole for a plug weld. And then you take your factory spindle and you cut it off about 1.5 inches. So then when you have your plug weld on here, it's going to end up in the middle of that roughly. So this will get hammered down over this, and then we'll take it back here and we'll weld it, and we'll show you that, and then we'll show you the finished product when we're done. Once you get these hammered on, that's what it should look like. There'll be a small gap back here because the strut doesn't sit straight. It comes in at an angle. So you're going to plug weld this and then weld around the base and then plug weld that. All right guys, so now we have this welded. So we have the plug welds and it's welded around. The purpose of the plug welds is to penetrate the base metal, which is the actual strut part itself, and then work your way out. That way this can never slide off because you can't weld these all the way around the back. It's nearly impossible, which is fun. So the plug weld in that, and also when you're doing it, you want to make sure this tab is pointed away from your spindle. So when you look down, it should be almost straight across. And that's for the fronts. So this will get threaded back in there, and that'll be your front coilover. We'll paint this black. This part doesn't technically need painted, but where you've welded it, it's taken some of the coating off, so we'll just paint the whole thing black so it doesn't rust. And then once you get to your rear coilovers, they are a direct bolt-in option. So they go in the same way the factory one comes out. There's no welding required. The front is the only welding you need. And then we'll show you this all the way assembled and painted when we're done, and that'll be the end of it. All right, so this is what they should look like when you're done. Everything's been assembled, painted. Your spindles are labeled left and right here. They give you an L and an R. So that's your fronts. Obviously that's your rear bolt in. One thing to pay attention to is the camber plate on the top. We see a lot of these come in and it's not pointed in the right direction. So your camber plate should look like this. It should be going this way, not this way. And you can put them in wrong. All right guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on how to weld these and what it should look like when you're finished, because I get a lot of questions on these. We do more K-Sports here. It does work on D2s. Pretty much any Starion suspension you're gonna get is gonna have to be welded on the front, just because of the way Mitsubishi done the spindles. So any suspension will have the same process, but thanks for stopping by and fuck off.